when it's going to run out, so they'll fill it sputter, but keep that up.
And
Sorry, James.
Kyle Busch almost saved it. He collects Logano, and he's in the wall with Keselowski.
Yeah, you saw Joey Logano trying to keep Kyle Busch behind him, tried to block him, and Kyle went to the inside, and I think they made a little bit of contact and around, or which really just ultimately created this mess.
It's the first incident caution of the Busch Clash.
Well, as
takes out 3 of the heavyweights.
And as we talked about, now you don't have to worry about fuel mileage. So here's a big push coming from teammate Denny Hamlin. Kyle's got a huge run, gets right to the rear bumper of Joey Logano, and you can see as he pops out. I mean, I don't know if the air turned Joey a little bit or they made contact first, but around went Joey Logano.
With 9 laps to go, the Busch Clash at Daytona is under caution for this.
Time in there.
Chris Gabart, the crew chief, would rather walk to victory lane than the care center. Ryan Newman came down, and everybody behind piles up.
I saw a lot of rear tire spin on that restart. I think a lot of guys were struggling with grip, and they just started losing control.
Three drivers made it out in front unscathed: Hamlin, Almirola, and Blaney. So you're going to watch Ryan Newman on this replay as we try to figure out what happened. He's the second car on the outside.
Maybe it could have been contact. Could have been contact from the 24 and that nose on that Camaro of William Byron as he gets to the rear bumper of Ryan Newman.
And it looked like he had been hit by the 4 of Kevin Harvick, which may have sent him into Newman.
Now he was already, you could see William Byron was already out of shape as Kevin Harvick made contact with the 24. Boy, it wasn't much. It's interesting how, you know, he touches the 6, he starts spinning the wheels, losing control. Then the 24 to the rear bumper, Denny Hamlin. Whoa! Almost turns Denny Hamlin.
Almost turned him again.
Man, this is wild back here on the back straightaway. Got Boyer giving a big. Oh,
Hamlin
goes around. I bet that fender caused that right rear tire to go down. Logano in it again. This one's going to take the 48 of Jimmy Johnson out this time. Oh, we got 1, maybe 2 cars that just crossed the line that might be left in this race. Wow.
2.5. And about 3 more coming. Oh my. Back straight away.
Huge push coming from Clint Boyer and Joey Logano to the rear bumper of Chase Elliott. Sends the 11, Denny Hamlin, into turn 3. Watch this car just go around. You know that that's a tire that went down, had to be.
Hamlin has said on the radio he lost the right rear.
Well, and he was afraid of that. That's what that conversation between him and his crew chief, Chris Gabart, they're worried about that tire rub.
Here's Hamlin's radio.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I felt it turn 1 and 2. I tried to hold on. No chance. Oh, I seen it. You did a hell of a job. More darn well you did, man.
Well, they'll meet up as the care center. as Denny prophetically said a bit earlier. Jeff, there's another big consequence to this, is that these cars are the secondary backups for the Daytona 500 for many, well, they were, for many of these teams.
Well, it just puts more pressure on all these teams and drivers, especially when they go into the duels on Thursday. You're just not going to be, you don't want to ever give up that primary car, especially the Daytona 500 car, but it just kind of starts limiting down your options as you go into the week and in practice too. And look here, look at that heart rate monitor now of Jimmie Johnson, all the way up to 130. That's the outside lane's materializing pretty good. Big run. Chase Elliott, trying to get to the outside of the 42 at Kyle Larson.
Whoa, down to the bottom and they touch.
Oh, another wreck. Goodness gracious.
Now look at Denny Hamlin. Denny Hamlin is 2 laps down. Don't tell me he can't win it.
Yeah, I think he just got one of them back.
And we did not get to the white flag under green, so we'll rack them, stack them, and try it again.
Holy cow. Skip Boyer back on the radio telling me he's still got a shot. Oh, man. So here we go down the back straightaway. You see the 9 of Chase Elliott all over the rear bumper of Kyle Larson. He tries to squeeze to the outside of him, but Larson does a good job blocking him. Now Larson realizes he's going to go to the inside. This is almost similar to what happened between Joey Logano and Kyle Busch earlier. He tried to go to the inside. They just make contact and they both go around.
Up against the wall. I think they're going to stay out for a little while here. They're going to build a little bit of a gap. After they pit, then they'll be in their own race.
Yeah, Jamie, one of the strategies you can use here is to see if others make mistakes. We know how aggressive you got to be to get to pit road. You can miss a shift, wheel hop, maybe lose control. We've seen that happen under green, so I wonder if they were seeing those other pit stops play out first.
44.37, the last lap for leader Clint Boyer. He's the quickest car on the racetrack right now as we go Fox side by side. An absolute heartbreaker in turn 4 for Daniel Suarez. His Toyota had to race its way into the 500, and as he got lapped by the lead pack and then the Fords decided to come to pit road, contact between he and Ryan Blaney.
I was just talking about, being aggressive, getting to pit road. You could see they tried to go to the outside of Daniel Suarez. Oh, Suarez had to go up to miss Keselowski and made heavy contact with the 12 of Ryan Blaney.
Didn't look like Blaney was part of that group that was going to pit because that inside lane was fill up.
Yeah, there was no way Blaney was going to be able to make it to pit road there.
Oh.
But what's the impact of this now for Daniel Suarez being one of those open cars? Had to race his way in. So I just wonder, was Blaney going to try to maybe sneak to the outside or in that gap between the 17 and the 2? I don't see how that was going to be possible. He had to have known that Suarez has already made his pit stop.
But he also knew he had Ryan Newman on his outside. Couldn't get any further to the right. Newman was there.
I got to say, this strategy was looking as if it was going to work out incredible for the Fords because they had made up so much time being in a large, fast pack on the rest of the field.
Here's Daniel Suarez radio.
To adopt this strategy, and that's why I think this is working out for them because of those 2 other Toyotas.
So right now, the William Byron group and the Jimmie Johnson group, they are faster than the lead pack by, in the wall goes J.J. Yaley.
Oh, man, that's a bummer. That's not the way you want your duel to end and your chance to make it into the Daytona 500.
And the former USAC champion out there in the high lane and got turned into the wall.
I don't know, they ran down, really wasn't watching, and I looked over and they ran down this other pack. I think we're going to no debris.
Caution.
Not exactly sure what happened. He's still rolling.
Corey LaJoie on pit road.
And you saw William Byron was threading his way through some of those cars that they had caught. Here's a replay. Looks like the 54 of Yaley just gets clipped in the right rear quarter from the 32 of LaJoie. Remember, the 32 and the 66 were working together to try to draft to get ahead of these guys.
Not sure how much contact there was there, or did he? Well, we'll see here. There it is.
I just don't know if the spotter or Yaley knew what a run that Corey LaJoie had coming in that outside lane. So yeah, you saw William Byron jump up there. I don't know if Yaley really reacted to that as much as just that outside lane had a big run coming.
And just as in race 1, the first caution of the event takes out one of the hopefuls trying to race his way into the 500. In this case, former USAC champ J.J. Yaley.